Question. Why does it say that the letter kills, where the spirit of that letter brings life? Getting it secondhand. To those who heard from Christ, this mind of Christ in their spirit, hearing from the Father, the words, living words, being empowered by the Spirit. It's those words, the living word, not the letter, that brings life. Just quoting the Bible, thinking that you're going to get life out of the letter, is misleading. Which many people are doing it. They have a ministry of death rather than a ministry of life. It may appear that they're living successful. Seems like it's growing. In the ways thereof, and the ends of those ways, are the ways of death. Crazy, huh? That's why the letter kills. What's mean by it kills? It brings you to the end of human efforts. It's just memorization of Bible text, quoting the letter in the Bible. Forever learning, but never come to experience that those who penned this book and in their day and living moment with the Father through their spirits did some miraculous things, and we wonder why it doesn't work for us. You're trying to live out of those second-hand matters when it's the Father wants to speak to you one-on-one, His living word, that the letter was supposed to lead you to, the living word. So as He spoke to the prophets of old, as He spoke to the apostles, as He spoke to His Son, while in the mode of a Son of Man, just like you. We can't just there say, that was Jesus. No, that was Jesus, the Son of God, as a Son of Man, learning obedience by the things that He would have to suffer and learn. He came, was touched with our infirmities. It had to be sincere Son of Man, fulfilling what Adam failed to fulfill and lean unto God rather than his own understanding and falling for a lie. The devil saying you don't need God. You can do this in and of yourself. Self-create, independent from God. And it appears to work. But you progressively watch worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. And the byproducts of that, of following the flesh, your own self-opinions, opinions of others, acting independent from God, and not waiting to your spirit for that word of God, the living word to come, you minister death. Man of his own lust entices, drawn away from God. When lust is conceived, it manifests sin, acting independent from God. And when sin is finished, it manifests death. You follow the flesh? Absolutely. You're on your way to dying. And if you think that's not true, look in the mirror. How old are you? 20, 30, 40, 50? And beyond that, you get 60, 70, 80, 90 in results of your life of acting independent from God. The soul that acts independent from God's sins dies. There's not a man or woman in this world today, and down through human history, that has not died. The only mystery generation will be that generation that will be alive when he comes. On the day of Christ, we leave alive. Or if you don't believe that, and believe in some mid-trib or post-tribulation rapture, you will have to die to get out of this world, to gain this life, this body. If you had that mind, you could have left alive. Pre-trib, on that day of Christ. So if anybody's left behind, that's the reason why. What do you believe? If he were to come today, would you leave? If he says come up here, could you? Would you understand that? Or would your roots and beliefs be clinging to this world and you better from God? Think about it.